I'm staying and I ain't going nowhere as of right now. I'm still legal, I think, as of my status. Um, I have made a continuous lapse of judgment. It sucks because it's like, bro, all for a traffic stop and you decided to freaking flee the scene, freaking crash your car or whatever happened. Like, we lost two of our best soldiers type deal. No, 4 or 5 words. Turn the volume up. Wait, turn the volume up. 4 words. Okay. MIZKIF and Emiru in 2 different sides. I'm over here like, all right, who do I want to choose? Any, meeny, miny, mo. Close my eyes. I can't see. And choose whichever one I feel like is a valid. My bad, G's. I kind of came out of hibernation today. Where I've been. So this is my YouTube video. This is a YouTube video that no YouTuber ever wants to make, man. It's the apology. Nobody ever wants to do the apology, but you know, here I am. I apologize. I have made a continuous lapse of judgment, and no, you know, I wasn't here, boys. I wasn't here. I have no excuse if I'm being honest, bro. I'm out of retirement though. I'm out of retirement. I was gone for a little bit. You know, I honestly have a lot of ideas, right, that I have in the works currently. I have people that are working on some editing for me. They're creating a new logo. They are creating new ideas right now for me. AKA, I just went on Fiverr and just told people to do some work for me. And obviously they're going to get paid. The heck. And so that's been in the works. So everything is just kind of like, everything is going up slowly. You know, new things are coming up. So that's happening. The setup is going to change a little bit. Obviously it's going to be themed differently. Apologize that there was no Halloween thing, you know, like how I anticipated it to be. Things happened, occurrences occur, and yeah, no excuses though. No excuses. All right, everything is gonna be. We're doing it again. Okay, Unk Status is back, and we're here to freaking stay, buddy. Well, I ain't leaving. I ain't fucking leaving, bruh. I'm staying, and I ain't going nowhere as of right now. I'm still legal, I think, as of my status. So today we got a real quick one. You know, I got to really do a little bit of a quick a little video, you know, because just to say I'm here, okay. And so today I got freaking a little bit of news, sad news. We have what is it, an NFL player that passed away. He unalived himself amidst a chase. He was from the Dallas Cowboys, I believe. Rest easy, rest in peace, man. I don't know why you did it, bro. You were just in your prime. You were like just barely getting up there, bro. You had the potential to be a great freaking NFL player. You had the potential of freaking carrying the Cowboys to a victory. And, you know, it's hard to say, but, you know, he gone, you know? And it sucks because it's like, bro, all for a traffic stop and you decided to freaking flee the scene, freaking crash your car or whatever happened, and freaking just do that to yourself, man. I think that's probably why you even ran, because you had a gun at your possession. And but it is what it is. It happened. I'm sorry to say it. Sorry to the family, you know, to a lost fallen soldier, you know, type deal. But that happened. We have Soran Mundani that became a mayor of New York. You know, he has plans on stopping, like freezing the cost of housing over there, like freaking just staying there, you know, of rent. He's freezing rent, so it's gonna cap out at a certain whatever the price is. It's gonna stay in that price for the rest of their lives or whatever. And it like kind of I get it, I understand it. You know, it's kind of hard to really keep things at a certain price, especially in New York. New York isn't really like the place where you go and you say, you know what, I love this place because it's such affordable housing. New York is not known for that. They're known for being the highest rent per capita. You know, like it's huge over there. Cost over there to live in a freaking 1x1 apartment is expensive as it is. It's like you get a 1x1, little less freaking little closet of a freaking of a room like that. Like that's your freaking apartment, literally for 2 grand, and you're literally living in a closet. Is what it looks like. So it's not affordable over there, you know. You go to Meanwhile you go over here to the city in Chicago, shoot, you get a good looking apartment for 2 grand. All right, you get a good looking loft for 2 grand. So shoot, pick your poison, I guess. You want to go to Chicago or do you want to go to New York? You choose, buddy. You choose. Where do you want to be at? The Big Apple or the Bean, where all the beaners stay at? Huh? Choose. So there's that's going on, I guess, over there. You know, they're trying to really cap out. They not trying to mess with I freaking, if I was one of those landlords that decided to freaking raise the rents for New Yorkers, for people that just want to make a living over there, and you're raising the rent because you're just a greedy guy. Like, I get it, taxes go up, but at the same time, brother, you're gonna lose customers, you're gonna lose people because of that. Because you're raising the rent for these people. So that's what Mundani's trying to do, so that more people can actually, for more people to actually want to move to New York. You know, I guess it's an incentive, right, to move to New York. So there's that, and then he's also trying to make transportation free. Was one of his things that he did before actually being elected, and well, he won, right? So he also wanted to do the free bus rides, free metro, whatever. Um, After he got elected and he won, whatnot, he literally went on to say, I lied, guys. It's not happening. We're not getting any free Metra or bus. Like, we need to make more money, whatever, so that we can do that. You know, I guess it's a plan. It could work potentially, but it's upwards of a few $100 million just to maintain that per year. So we're looking at a pretty big cost for the people, or a charge for the people that are from New York. You know, I guess I'm assuming it's gonna go towards, like, it's gonna come out of, like, I think he said something about like donate, please donate. You know, so that it could be free. But I'm assuming it's gonna still go even higher than that, like to the point where it like might be a state tax, just so that people can have free transportation. I mean, at least if it's a state tax, right? I understand it, because then I actually know where my taxes are going to. You feel me? It's like usually people don't even be knowing where your taxes be going. Like, they can say that your taxes are gonna go towards fixing the roads. Brother, I'm gonna say this again. I still see no fixed roads where I'm from. So where is the money going to, buddy? Where is all my money at? Give me my money. So at least now you know that it could potentially be going towards, like, oh, free transportation to those that can't afford it, you know? To those that are just trying to commute all the way to New York so that they could go to their jobs, you know? So it's like, that makes sense. I mean, it should work, because, I mean, it could also be that the work can actually do something about that, you know? Like, I feel like if you live in like the rural suburb areas of New York, like, let's say, like, yeah, I don't really know my geography like that, but like if you live in the outskirts of New York, Brody, why can't the employer pay for that? You know, why can't they pay for like freaking transportation costs? You know, I'm assuming in some areas in the city, like office jobs, they do actually do that, and they give you like a Metro card or something, and they pay for it from there. But like, other than that, come on now. Like, there's got to be better ways to do things other than just freaking having to ask for taxpayer money and asking people to donate on things. Like, I feel like there's always got to be a better way. So that's what happened. He got elected. He's a Democrat, like all the way, buddy. But no, I think he was talking also about. I think there's been some controversy on him right now, Mundani. But it's kind of like in the sense of like he said something about 9/11. The Muslims were the victims, and people right away took it and ran with it as in like, yo, what do you mean you guys are the victims? You guys are the ones that did it. And it's like, yo. I think you misinterpreted what he meant by that. Because he also did state that it was a tragedy, like we lost two of our best soldiers type deal. No. He did it more in the sense of like, it's a tragic event nonetheless. But after the fact, like that everything subsided, everything, tried, like society tried rebuilding again. It went to say that like people that are Muslims that lived in New York and lived around the area were ridiculed. They were, I'm assuming they were threatened. They were asked, yo, go back to your country, because it's like after a tragic event like that and people going and saying, yo, it was Al Qaeda, it was these type of people, like they're all the same, it was like they were definitely getting discriminated against. So that's why he was over here saying that like, yo, Muslims were the real victims, because after the fact that happened, who was getting threatened and freaking like shunned because of it, even though they didn't do it. And it was people that were bad actors, right? So they took it and ran with it and really just said things like, yo, this guy believes in genocide type deal. And it's like, Brody does not believe in that. Brody believed in other things. Like, yo, it is true what was going on, right? Like, freaking, you were being told something after the fact, right? Like, come on, man. It's LCU. What the frick? You got some freaking Pokemon Pikachu? Jeez, man. GG's, buddy. See you, man. But it's like, come on, man. Like, I understand that it all happened. It was a tragedy. But it's like, don't blame the whole group just because a few bad actors exist. And it came out that it wasn't even freaking like Middle Easterns. It wasn't Muslims. It wasn't any of that. Al Qaeda. It wasn't that. It was literally members that were from Israel, Jewish people. And I think they dressed as them. Like, it was like a whole entire inside job type thing. That's what the conspiracy is, at least. Right. So I don't believe it. And so that's to say that, yo, what people are doing nowadays, like, yo, just because he's Muslim, he's this. Like, come on, man. If he has good political views, why go against it, right? It's like me saying, like, I'm Mexican, I'm running for governor of freaking Illinois, I don't know. And then I go, enough ridiculing the Mexicans. It's like, yeah, but I would also do it for any group. It's not just Mexicans. It's like, if I feel bad for people that are from the Middle East, if I feel bad for people that are from Brazil, Colombia, anywhere, I'm going to stand up for them. Shoot. I'm going to stand up for anybody that I feel like is being wrong. You think you charge my phone? So it just don't make sense that people, that they're just right away going on and saying like, yo, it's just because he's this. It makes zero sense. All right, but enough of Mundani. Congratulations. Hopefully you do big things, like do the things that you said. That speech though alone, where it was like he said, he went straight to Donald Duck, and he told him, he said, I know you're watching this, listen to these words I have to say. The 3 words that I have to say. Oh, it's 4 words, I think. 4 or 5 words. Turn the volume up. Wait, turn the volume up. 4 words. Okay? He said, turn the volume up. Because you know what? Brody can't hear. He needs some hearing aids. Hey, congratulations to Mundani. Anyways, a few more things happened. MIZKIF and Emiru. Okay? It was kind of a weird one because I was watching this one and I was over here going like, what's going on with this? Because I'm over here hearing 2 different sides. I'm over here like, all right, who do I want to choose? Any, meeny, miny, mo. Close my eyes. I can't see. And choose whichever one I feel like is valid. Is valid, you know? I don't know. So I freaking looked at this and I was like, okay, so MIZKIF came out and he said, yes, it's true, but then afterwards said that, oh, I'm suing. Okay, so if you're gonna come out and say, yeah, these things happen, and then afterwards try and do a lawsuit on these people, but it comes out to be true and you said you confirmed it, it's like, okay, why are you doing this? And then he says that for defamation and for slander and for taking my company, it like in a way. So then he's suing for damages and money that he stopped making because of it, and all his sponsorships that he lost because of it, you know. And it makes sense in that aspect of like suing for that. But if you're gonna come out and say that it's true, I feel kind of weird, buddy. I feel kind of weird, okay? Because you said it's true, but you could have also said, hold on a second, like, I was verbally abusive, yes, but physically never. You know, you could come out and talk about all that. Like, you know, you could always play that and maybe you could come out on top. But if you're not denying the things that she said you did, it's like you're just hurting yourself in the like at this point, because she came out and she said that somebody within my team said that like confirmed something that MIZKIF said about like, yo, like I'm gonna get her if she does me dirty, like I'm gonna come out and say this about her bunnies or something. And it came out like later on, oh no, like, you know, like talking about that, you know, like they died of natural causes or whatever. And then he came out and he said, yeah, he like would leave them out in the heat, you know, and then boom, she would unalive them. So, well, not unalive, like, you know, she would let them out there for hours to, you know, asphyxiate or whatever in the heat, which I don't understand in a way too, because bunnies, aren't they supposed to be out in the heat? I don't know. Maybe not, but regardless, it's like he said, she said. If he said this and she said, no, I never neglected them, it's like, okay, now who are you going to believe? Because he already did semi get canceled, right? And now Emiru is coming out years later saying this stuff. And so, like, yeah, I find it weird, but I also find it like, she said that she only came out with this information just um because she didn't want anybody else getting hurt, because of like, if she didn't come out sooner, you know, she didn't want anybody else to deal with these things. But then now videos resurfaced on Emiru and Emily, no, not Emily, Mila, I don't remember her name, but she's been in the phase of Daps like streams, you know. Maya, I think it's Maya. And so like he's been with her as well. So it was like kind of weird because like if you see the videos and like some of the VODs, you could kind of see the way that she acts with MIZKIF, and how he gets verbally abusive and he says that he's gonna off himself, you know. So it's like kind of like a weird thing, but at the same time, like, you if you see the signs there, it all points out, like, it all checks out a little bit. So, it all takes time to see what things try and like develop after the fact, um, with that situation. In other news, we have, what is it? We don't have much of D4VD. I try and update it as accurate as it is. Like right now, there's really nothing on D4VD other than what is it? Investigators saying that they found like old garden tools or something that they found in the house, and that's really it on that. Like there's really nothing else. And it's like, why are you giving these little snippets of it? And then like they gave it to the cops or whatever. But it's like, didn't the cops already search that place? And now it comes out that freaking private investigator went in the house and then found more stuff. Like, how is it that a cop isn't gonna find this, but a PI is gonna find it? Like I'm saying, man, some things just aren't adding up. And I just don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen with that situation, to be honest. Other news: Chicago right now had snow freaking 2 days ago, and what was it in Indiana had 12 inches of snow. It's like, brother, we're literally just one state away, and the freaking difference is immaculate. Like freaking 12 inches of snow to freaking 2 inches here. It was like freaking I woke up and I freaking got in the car and freaking I go and drive, and the snow isn't really plowed, but it's like I was able to drive normally. There wasn't really any problems other than when I freaking turned on. I needed to put the freaking liquid on because I couldn't see that well, and then all of a sudden, man, because of that cold, the freaking I was damn near not able to see, dude. I was like, oh no, I'm getting off today because I could not see at all. Literally, I was panicking, but then I pressed the button so that the freaking front windshield could heat up, so that wasn't gonna be an issue. Fixed it, of course. Um, other than that, I don't see anything else really new happening. Shoot, my Halloween was pretty good. I spent it well. Went out, saw freaking, what was his name? I saw Pauly D. I went out there. I freaking had fun. I've been on this new amazing journey of mine. Life has been good. Freaking going to the gym has been good. What else? I've been going live every single day on freaking TikTok. I've made 36 cents. Shoot, man, life is amazing right now. Everything is good, man. I have not had an issue as of right now. Something just came out yesterday that said, yesterday or today in the morning, whatever it was, that Donald Duck is gonna give $2,000 or whatever in restitution. I don't know if it was restitution or whatever. Freaking, he's just gonna give it out because it was part of the tariff thing. Like, you know what? Yeah, we after you guys over on the tariffs. Here's $2,000. Like that's pretty much what it is, because he said we're making trillions of dollars off of these tariffs. Trillions of dollars. Don't we have freaking trillions of dollars in debt? So we why am I saying we? We don't. The freaking government does. The freaking the house. Freaking everybody else does. We don't. Like the freaking, what do you mean we? Y'all messed it up for the freaking system. Y'all messed up the system. I didn't. I didn't do nothing. I put money towards taxes so we could pay your freaking debt. Like, where is my money, buddy? I don't get you. So there's that, $2,000, whatever, what am I gonna do with that? Freaking wipe my ass with it, It's nothing new, bro. It's just a new day to me with that money. I'm gonna use it towards the car for sure, though. Like take advantage of whatever they give you, right? Even if it's little pennies. And then he said, like, the rich aren't gonna get anything. Yeah, because 2,000 to rich people is nothing, right? 2,000 to rich is nothing. But I'm back. Okay. Like I said, this one wasn't really like a long one. I really didn't do much research on this other than things that I just came up with in my head that are true, allegedly. Uh, Other than that, I think that would be episode freaking 40 something, if I'm being honest. I'm back. I'm better than ever. Um, and yeah, it's been your boy, Michael Cuevas from Unk Status. And I'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace.